Hey, what is up guys? John from Magic Tech Review. How are you guys doing today? And in today's video, we're going to go ahead and talk about the NUU Mobile G3 and the G3 Plus. Like I said, I've been rocking these two phones ever since I got them from CES. So I got in the G3 Plus in the black onyx right there. I got my Cricket wireless SIM card in there, and I got the G3, the red one, rocking it out with the mint SIM right there. And I'm going to tell you guys the differences between the LG Stylo 4 and the Motorola E5 Supra. So as you guys know, I was a big fan of the Motorola E5 Supra. I used that thing for about a year now. My wife, she actually broke her LG Stylo 3 from Cricket Wireless, and you know, we had to go into emergency mode, and she had to obviously get a new phone and everything like that. So instead of buying her another whole new device from Cricket and then doing a $25 activation fee or $25 you know, switch over fee and all that from Cricket Wireless, I actually just went ahead and factory reset my Motorola E5 Supra to use it. So I'm filming this on the Samsung Galaxy S6. This is just what I like to film on. It's got a pretty good camera and everything like that. Dies really fast, to be honest with you guys. This is new from Unreal Mobile. So Unreal Mobile was kind enough to actually send this out to me, but the Samsung Galaxy S6, although it's a flagship from, you know, a long time ago, whatever, and it's factory refurbished and all that other stuff. So basically it's got a brand new battery in it. The battery just doesn't hold a charge. It didn't really hold a charge back then, doesn't really hold a charge now. So I basically just use it as like a little filming camera for when I'm on the go or whatever, or when I want to just live stream and everything like that. So back to the actual Motorola E5 Supra and the differences in the NUU Mobile G3 and G3 Plus. So the NUU Mobile G3 Plus has the 4 gigabytes of RAM, which I could tell the difference between the 3 gigs and the 4 gigs. The Motorola E5 Supra, although it was a great device, like I said guys, I love using that device day in and day out, but I did notice that it stuttered ever so slightly, and especially the LG Stylo 4 as well. It did stutter when I was trying to do things or whatever, and it didn't really bother me too much per se. But now that I have the NUU Mobile G3 and G3 Plus with the 4 gigs of RAM and the 64 gigabytes of storage, these things never really stutter. They're fluid, they're ready to go. Cameras are really awesome. It doesn't have the laser autofocus that the Motorola E5 Supra has, but just having that flexibility, because the Motorola E5 Supra, obviously you have to have it on Cricket for 6 months to unlock it and all that other stuff. Just to have the flexibility to actually have 2 dual SIM cards in these devices is awesome, you know. So that's one awesome thing. Another awesome thing obviously is the 4 gigs versus the 3 gigs, 64 gigabytes of storage versus the 32 gigabytes of storage. They both have USB-C charging, so I can't really, no, what am I saying? Either way, having the USB-C on this one, having the speaker here at the bottom, the no headphone jack is kind of like, but then again, the Motorola E5 Supra was giving me a little bit of issue. I don't know if you guys have had this issue or not. I've heard that other people have had this issue with the Motorola E5 Supra. I don't know if it was just me. Maybe I was like, when I was sleeping or something like that, I kind of hit the headphone jack, but the headphone jack started giving me issues where I would plug it in and then it wasn't really playing. It would start and stop. So it was acting like it was plugged in and then it wasn't plugged in. Now this issue crept up like long into the life of the Motorola E5 Supra. So I'm not going to say that was like a issue when I first got it. So I had the phone for a good 6 months, and I did fall asleep with it with some headphones in with the headphone jack. So I might have actually accidentally broke that or hit that. So I'm not going to take off anything for that. Now Motorola E5 Supra does have the light where you can shake it, you know, shake the light on, shake the light off. My wife absolutely loves that feature on her device. The twist for the camera thing, I never really use that too much. I just hit the camera button. It's not that bad. But like when you're in the middle of the night and you just need to see, you know, just turn the flashlight on, man, that's so convenient. I do miss that feature on these NUU Mobile G3, G3 Plus. Obviously, that's probably a proprietary type thing. You can't just like, hey, we're just gonna go ahead and do that too. So, but yeah, now every now and again, I do find myself like, I want to do that. You know, now if the NUU Mobile G3 could adopt some features that other devices have, maybe like the tap on, tap off that the LG phones have, maybe we get the, you know, the light, you know, to turn on the flashlight, you know, really fast and stuff like that. There's little features here and there from Motorola that I do miss. Obviously, it has the nano water coating feature, so if you do drop your device, the Motorola has that, where if you do drop your device in water, then it's gonna, you know, it's pretty much gonna be okay. All you gotta do is take it out and dry it off real quick, because it does have that nano coating. The NUU Mobile G3 and G3 Plus do not have that feature. The LG Stylo 4 obviously has that pen feature. I just didn't like the cameras on the LG Stylo 4, so I just didn't really give a good review of the LG Stylo 4 for Cricket Wireless or Metro PCS, just because I don't know. Just if the phone just doesn't have a good camera on it, like that's one of the features that I primarily use as a YouTuber. Is I need a good camera. Obviously, you know, front camera, back camera. I needed to have a good camera, and the LG Stylo 4. Just when I saw the camera, and I remember I was trying to do a review of the what was I trying to do a review? The Supra and something else, and I just couldn't finish the review, or I could not focus on the object that was in front of me. So that was just not a good look. Like for picture quality, yeah, it'd probably come out good, but for videos, it just wasn't a good phone, you know. And that's like even like when I hand this phone off to, you know, to a coworker, or let's say, you know, somebody comes in like the Cricket rep or the Samsung rep, you know, they're like, oh, well, what phone do you use? You know, I give them this, you know, the NUU Mobile G3 Plus, or I give them the NUU Mobile G3, the red one. Man, they're like, wow, what is that? You know, that is so nice, that it's so beautiful, you know. And then the first thing they do is they go right into the camera and they're looking at themselves in the selfie mode, and they're like, damn, you know. Then I tell them the price is like $200, and they're like, for 64 gigs onboard storage already? I'm like, yeah. So these devices, man, they're, you know what I'm saying, when you show people them, they're really, really nice. And when you tell them the price point on them, they're like, whoa. So I don't know what kind of deal they got going on Amazon, but I heard that they have like a affiliate thing with Mint and all that stuff, or that you can actually buy Mint SIM, or, you know, included with the phone and all that. So that's even better. Like, you know, because usually I'm just like, man, if it's not at a store, I don't really like to buy it, or I don't really like to, you know, I really like to hold things and know things or whatever. But since it's on Amazon and it's got the Mint SIM kind of affiliation with it, where they're, you know, working with Mint SIM and all that, it kind of feels more, I don't know if you guys understand what I mean or understand what I'm trying to say, but it kind of feels more real to me. Like, it's like when the phone is just associated, because a lot of these blue phones and a lot of these, you know, Digi and all this other stuff, it's really hard to tell, or it's really just hard to gauge, like, what, if it's going to be a good company or a bad company, or if you're going to whatever. But since they have their name attached to something else, so they're basically like both the companies are combined together. And me personally, you know, I talked to NUU Mobile G3 and G3 Plus, and I talked to the people on NUU Mobile, and they're great people. They're wonderful people. They were probably the best, or one of the best reps at CES. They were so warm, inviting, welcoming to everybody at the event. They had one of the best show floor presences. You know, they didn't have all the flashy things that Samsung or LG had, you know, but they did, you know, they did present, and the people that they brought there were very, very knowledgeable and very kind and very, like I said, very outgoing. They made you feel like right at home. So I don't know. But anyway, that's basically been my take on the NUU Mobile G3 Plus and G3 versus the LG Stylo 4 and the E5 Supra. Now, do these phones blow away the E5 Supra and the LG Stylo 4? No, they don't blow them away, you know. But I would say if you're looking for a device and you're kind of stuck in between those three, the NUU Mobile G3 and G3 Plus, probably a great option for you. But if you're at Cricket Wireless or if you're T-Mobile and you're looking at that Moto E5 or the LG Stylo 4, you're probably going to go ahead and go with those because you're already at the store. So anyways, this has been John from Magic Tech Review. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I thought this is informative, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave that like. Bye-bye.